That's right. It's another late night, and that means it's time for another reach into the Just Giggle It grab bag. And tonight we're pulling out, oh, wonders behold, what do we got here? It's, oh no, we broke her! An Alexa parody. And, oh, what? Let me look on the back here. Ah, it's from JGI at Home, Episode 2. What do you know? The next in our kind of our series of breaking down the individual sketches from the new hit show, JGI at Home, soon to rival SNL itself.
Soon? What do you mean soon?
All right, it rivals SNL now. I was just trying to go with the up-and-comer vibe, but yes, it already rivals SNL.
I'd say it already eclipses SNL.
It does. It does. I mean, definitely what they're doing right now, and of course, as always, JGI kind of the next generation SNL for the kids, kind of the all that taken seriously, as it were.
All right, so how the heck you doing, Dragon? Mentally speaking, you doing okay? Because I know the event of this week, not to date the podcast, but let's just say mentally, I feel like I've been kicked in the balls a couple times over the past week.
Some crazy stuff's been happening, I'll say that much, but I'm perfectly fine.
All right, well, that makes one of us. So Dragon, let's just get right into it. So as you said, the good folks at Just Giggle It every other week, and man, I got to tell you, I adore the consistency that they've been doing with this because they just announced another one for next Monday. So they've been providing us with a whole bunch of sketches via these JGI at Home sketches. And what we did, folks, is since the first JGI at Home episode was a big event into itself, we sort of recapped it as one big podcast and covered everything there. But going forward, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of take the individual sketches, handpick them, and talk about them on a week-to-week basis because, god damn it, we need our content, Dragon, and we were literally about to run out of content with the JGI grab bag, and along comes JGI at Home, and it's just like, oh, hey, not only one sketch a week, but multiple sketches a week to choose from. So, Dragon, I think our grab bag is kind of resustaining itself, and it's great.
It is the old regenerating grab bag. Yep. Again, it's kind of like it's like the bag from Christmas Chronicles meets the bag from the Santa Claus. It's just always just when you think it's empty, boom, more stuff inside, more goodies.
pretty much. All right, so Dragon, this one is a sketch by Piper Henson and also her husband Milos.
Yes, I keep wanting to say Milos because I keep thinking of Milos Forman, from Man on the Moon, but I know it's Milos. Yes,
it's just Milos, right? Just
Milos. Like there's no H in there. It's just Mia. You said. I'm just giving you the example. I had to say it wrong. I mean, on instinct, right. If I say Milos, now you know why. But it is Milos.
Okay.
Milos. So yes, this was written, directed, and edited all by Piper Henson. She's getting in that editing chair, boys, and she's doing a great job.
Oh yeah. So, of course, this sketch just all about kind of like the day-to-day quarantine of it all with Alexa, and basically the base premise of it is what would happen if you used your Alexa so much during these quarantine times that it started to gain an attitude of its own, Dragon.
Yeah, it would get really snarky and sarcastic, we find, yes. So here's the thing. So I noticed a theme to Piper Henson's work, if you kind of notice with this, about kind of the wariness of technology and kind of the technological complacency that most of us succumb to. Again, we've seen this via like the Robostitute, for example. We've kind of seen the cautionary technological tale. I like to think they kind of lit a fire in her. Like, let's explore this theme a little bit. I don't know. As you said, this is her hubby's first appearance on screen. He was there last time off screen, but now we've seen the man.
So, of course, you and I, we always like to track the JGI players as they come and go. And I got to tell you, Dragon, I think Milos had a pretty natural screen presence to him. I'd like to see him again. I'd like to see him kind of like in the fold as just the Piper's husband character.
Yes, I had an odd observation about Milos when we finally see him.
Oh God, what?
He looks like tell me if this sounds crazy, or doesn't he look like he could be like Jesse McBride's brother?
A little bit.
Again, not a dead ringer, but like in the same gene pool, perhaps. I don't know.
I'm thinking maybe like Jesse McBride with a little bit of John Bernthal in the beard.
Really? See some Bernthal in there?
I see some Bernthal.
Right.
Mostly in the face.
That's fine. I now you bring. I didn't think about that, but you bring it up. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm next time I look at it, I don't know. Maybe I could see a little bit of Bernthal. Anyway, I get Bernthal on the mind from Ford versus Ferrari when I rewatched it recently. So anyway, okay. So again, this is for me. I felt this was a major step up from Quarantine Cookie. Not that Quarantine Cookie was bad by any stretch. I was just saying that was good, and this is even better than that. So I think Piper, she's on the upswing during this. It's getting the creative juices kind of a flowing in her while she's kind of like homebound. It seems.
Mm. Yeah. Okay, so without further ado, let's just break it down.
Okay, so we start with a very valid disclaimer to mute all Alexa devices before the sketch, which is, it's kind of funny food for thought. Like, yes, if you had your Alexa devices on during the sketch, imagine what havoc would be wreaked. If you really, fun fact.
Dragon, I've never used an Alexa, but I have used a Google Home.
You know what's funny? I actually used Alexa for the first time recently.
No kidding.
I didn't seek it out, but I kind of ended up with a Kindle, and I've been some audiobooks finally, and I kind of got it, like the free trial and stuff. So I got my Bruce Campbell books I always wanted, so you can hear him read his own biography, which is awesome.
Ooh, that's awesome.
So the point being, I got it like that, and I got the Art of Captain America: The Winter Soldier, which I really wanted, which if you bought the physical book would cost you an arm and a leg. So the point being, I can actually read it now. The point being, I opted just to try out the Alexa voice thing. So yeah, it's kind of pleasant. So you get to talk to it. It's like, hey Alexa, you do this for me, you do that for me. But I want to be clear, given the events of this sketch, I don't use Alexa lazily. I use it because I don't know what I'm doing on the Kindle. It's like, Alexa, pull up the settings, that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, okay, anyway, so my boring life aside there. Okay, so point being, we have this nice happy homemaker music, kind of like House of Tomorrow music, if you will, just kind of playing. Really good score to this. I really dug the score on this sketch. Playing, and we see the happy quarantine couple. They're just kind of on their tablets and their phones, and so far, it's little, I kind of noticed something, Tiki. So far, it seems within all the JGI sketches we've been getting on JGI at Home, Joshua Thomas seems to be sticking to his guns, and he's avoided the quarantine in his sketches so far, where he hasn't referenced it at all. Because I remember when people have brought up like Harley Quinn and the Joker, will you do more episodes like zoomed and everything? He says no, because he doesn't want to like have it be encumbered by that. So if you notice, the two sketches he's done so far, no indication of being under quarantine. That thing that's kind of interesting. And everyone else, especially Katie Garland or Piper Hinton in this case, two very quarantine-dependent sketches. So, a little observation there.
All right, so they're randomly kind of pondering to themselves, oh, I wonder how many people live in LA. It's got to be like 10 million. Milos is like, no, it's got to be more than that.
Yeah. So let's see. So Piper's going, and again, this is kind of a vague heightened sketch as well, because they are going by their own names, therefore they are themselves, just a little bit more heightened.
Sure. So
let's see. So it says, I don't know. Ask girlfriend. Always. So of course, let's see. So Alexa, how many people live in LA? And of course, we have a very vague answer from Alexa, which is relatable. Sometimes you get the vague answers from Alexa. It's like, it's no technology's perfect, I'm afraid. Alexa, give me more specific, a little more specifically, Alexa, and then we get the sarcastic escalation, which of course is the JGI signature of always ripping the knob off. You just dial it up to it. The Spinal Tap approach to the comedy. Dial up to 11, rip the knob off progressively. So what does Alexa say?
I'm not really sure. You have your phone? Milos is just like, yeah. Well, Milos. Why don't you open up Google and find the answer there?
Dude, is she sassing us? And again, look, the office ladies runner we have here, Alexa sass.
So Piper tests Alexa again. She's like, Alexa, what's the temperature going to be today?
Does it really matter? Piper, does it really matter? You'll be home all day anyway. Asking
me.
You're
skipping the most important thing. I love the Piper.
Oh god, the Piper is funny.
Piper, does it really matter? You're going to be home all day anyways. Asking me about a bunch of stupid shit.
Yep. Again, kind of a valid point, and again, some Alexa sass. Where again, why does Alexa have to do all the legwork if you literally have it at your fingertips?
Yeah, that's one thing that I kind of have to I've never really understood the value of Alexa, Dragon, I gotta say.
I
Just
mean,
because to me, I'm a very tactile person. Like I like to work with my hands a lot. And so for me, it's just much more natural to just whip out a phone and Google something really quick.
let's be honest. The Alexa of it all, the reason it's cool. I mean, the reason it's even like tantalizing. It's like Jarvis from Iron Man. That's the main reason it's cool. I mean, it's the idea you could like kind of converse with the AI or like a little helper voice and just have it do stuff for you and like you could pretend to do hologram hands with your hand. You have hologram hands if you wanted to.
Sure, sure.
That's the main reason you do it. Just for
All
the
right.
cool
And then
factor.
so I love Milos here. He actually sounds like really concerned. He's like, Alexa, are you okay?
Yeah, I love like the concern
This is
there.
what I'm talking about with his presence, man. He's really he's really kind of establishing himself right out the gate where it's like, he just seems like an average guy who can get a little sentimental and does have a big heart when it comes to certain things.
Yep. So then of
I don't
course we
know,
have
just kind of picking apart his character there.
no,
Anyways.
no, no. I think you're on the money there. You see, it was really like nice. He showed concern for Alexa, which is like, and of course, what we do here is we personify Alexa, which of course is like the whole problem with Alexa. Period. That people are personifying her. But yeah, we keep that going here, and it adds to like kind of a third member within the quarantine who ain't doing so well.
No, Milos. I'm tired as F and I'm working overtime for you people and I need a break.
So then, of course, we have the moral here as Piper voices it. Did we break Alexa during quarantine? So again, the
And then,
message
oh
again of
boy.
the over-reliance and perhaps a parallel to overindulgence in Amazon within the crisis as a whole, perhaps. I don't know.
Uh-huh. So then we get the masturbation gags.
Yep.
Do you know what Milos does when he goes to the office? He's really just masturbating.
So then we have a good voiceover humor here. And again, I remember seeing voiceover comedy like this in Seinfeld very rarely, and they kind of did it really well, where it's like you're in the stationary environment. But this case, we have like a really excellent kind of push-in acting comedy where we just see Milos almost like Crunk with like a little angel and devil on his shoulders having a little conversation where it's like a zoom in like that. We're seeing the conversation go on like the little kind of
He's
as
like kind of
in
like
this.
nodding back and forth to himself.
Yeah, that's great. I love like the internal conversation. That's what's really funny about this voiceover. So Milos is saying, well, no, I'm on, what is it, like sick deals,
Slickdeals.net.
slickdeals.net in my office. It's so good. I got to wonder if maybe, like, I wonder if he's affiliated with those guys at all. With that sounds kind of pluggy.
I
I
love
don't
how
know.
he kind of just like it's great subtle acting here. He kind of like takes a sigh, like closes his eyes for just a moment, just to embrace how good the deals are in his head.
Yeah, so good. But Piper hates it,
So
so
good.
yeah. So yeah, sure. Let's go with the story there. So here's the fun thing. I love that if you think about it, Alexa doesn't know anything in this scene. She's just being really petty and just trying to turn them against each other. So it's like
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
just like
yeah.
that's what's really funny about this. So again, it's the mundane dishonesty of it all here. So it's like, I don't want to get into a whole thing with my wife about this. I'm just gonna go with the lesser evil here. I'm just gonna, yeah, that's what I've been doing. All right, so let's see. Then we have Piper's side of things here. What's Piper's side of things, Tiki?
Let's see. So, Milos, did you know that Piper's not doing self tapes when she's masturbating? Self tapes when she's in her office. She's masturbating.
Of
And
course,
then
she's in.
Piper, we get a kind of that close up on her. What? I'm not masturbating in my office. I'm playing Property Brothers on my iPad. And this is what I'm talking about, Dragon. The subtle acting where they both just kind of take the moment to savor the thing that they're actually doing, and I love it, which is really fun. Henry thinks I'm masturbating, and then I love how she looks over with him with like the approved smile of a concerned mother.
Yeah, which is just great.
Yeah, let's go with masturbating.
So then, just like, yeah, I'm gonna go with that option, Alex. Yeah, let's let's go with that. Yeah, final answer. Yeah, let's go with that. All right, so then we have Alexa threatening to upload the sex tape to their sex tape to YouTube.
And you both smell really bad.
So again, I just love how increasingly petty Alexa's getting as she's losing more ground here. And you both smell right, but you can't smell. And also, by the way, so Milos did the sound design on this, much like he did with Robustitude. We had all the great kind of futzing with the voice on Robustitude. Now we do a little bit of it here with Alexa in her last moments, as she kind of has like the HAL 9000 power down. We do like the cutting here, and they're like, six, as the power down.
Nice.
Then we go full circle to the sketch here. We kind of play again, kind of the happy 50s kind of coupley music here going on. Well, maybe it's not 50s. I'm just kind of going with like kind of a world of tomorrow thing here. The point being, the nice music plays yet again. Now we have the opportunity for change. What do they do instead of the opportunity for change?
Hey, Siri.
It says, hey, you can both F off. You
can both F off.
Yep, so they both go to their offices.
Yep.
The cycle continues.
All right. And that'll do it, Dragon. Final thoughts?
My thoughts, again, it's a clever little quarantine satire on the Alexa of it all, and it's just such a brilliant what if. Like, what if our over-reliance just got magnified while in quarantine, while to ourselves and bored with nothing to do, to the point where it would break an Alexa. It's just such a genius pitch for a sketch. And if you notice, like the polls and everything for big, because again, folks, you go to the community page on JGI, you can actually vote for what your favorite sketches were and what the next, who you think's going to have the best sketch in the next episode, all that sort of stuff. And this thing ran away with it last week. This thing ran away with, like, everyone loved this sketch most, by the way. Like, I think it's like 69% or something. People adored this one, or 58%, whatever. Mm-hmm. Point being, so this is it was also a very strong opening to episode 2 of JGI at Home. Like, this is like the first one we got after the intro. So,
whew. Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, final thoughts. I definitely think, especially for a quarantine sketch, made under the circumstances, it's very, very well done. We got the good timing, the subtle acting, and the faces. Just the overall humor of the concept, and a really good payoff, really good full circle gag. Overall, it's I'm not like jumping up and down about it, but it was a lot of fun nonetheless. So very solid entry into the JGI canon.
No Gwen Benavides, but it'll do.
Right. All right.
All right, well, folks, that does it for now until the next exciting reach into the Just Giggle It grab bag.
Oh, Piper.
Oh, Piper.